Hello everyone. This is my first ever YouTube video. In the channel, Top Down is all about learning anything using the top-down approach. We'll start with a broad overview or general understanding of subject before delving deep into specific details. Let me introduce myself. I'm Satya Prakash Kodamanchili. You can call me Satya or Prakash. I did my bachelor's in 2019 from Mechanical Engineering Department, and after that I worked for 3 years at Technical FMC, and I came for my master's in Texas A&M University College Station for a master's in Industrial Engineering and concentrating in the data science field. And after that I worked for internships at Borg Warner in Tesla. Particularly in Tesla, I worked as a data science intern for supply chain optimization team for one particular semester. And for another semester, I worked as a data engineer intern in the vehicle manufacturing engineering team. So the purpose of this particular playlist is to work on housing price prediction Kaggle project to learn deeper about machine learning and deep learning models. The approach that I'm going to use in this particular project or any particular project that we are going to do in this channel is to learn models and particular topics in detail using this particular introduction to statistical learning textbooks or any other resources that are available. We'll start with this particular textbook because it's open source and I downloaded it. We're going to learn through each chapter, learn every particular model that is there in this particular textbook. There are many models like ranging from simple linear regression to random forest and to deep neural networks. So we'll start with simple models, learning nuts and bolts of every particular model that we're going to code. Because if we understand how the models are working deep down, then we can just code or use ChatGPT to write all the code that is required. But basically, we have to understand everything deep down, the nuts and bolts of any particular model that we're going to use. And especially mention to the Visuara founders who inspired me to teach and learn everything to have a deeper understanding of anything that we're learning. There is one particular playlist in their YouTube channel that inspired me a lot. He is Rasan who explained how to build LLMs from scratch, not just by directly building and coding it, but by explaining the nuts and bolts of how the models work deep down, the maths behind them, and everything in detail. Right? So we'll set up the project environment for this particular project, and this is the environment that I've already set up, but I'll show you how to do it from scratch. So open a new VS Code window and open any folder that you're going to work with, like a new folder. Create a new folder in desktop or somewhere where you are comfortable with. I'm creating it on desktop. Like let's say housing prices prediction. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Open and create a new Python virtual environment by opening a terminal. The shortcut for that is Control Shift Delete. Now Python 3 -m space venv mynv. It's essentially saying to create a virtual environment named mynv in this housing prices prediction folder. It's already created. Now we'll activate it. Source mynv /bin/activate. It's essentially saying to go inside the bin folder inside the mynv and run the activate file here. Activate it. Now we can install any Python packages that are needed for this project from this terminal. Remember to activate it before we are using it. Alright, Let's create a Python notebook file. Inside housing prices prediction, I'll say notebook.ipynb. Right. We'll insert code blocks and markdown blocks as required and download the data that is required for this project using these particular commands directly. We can also download them from website directly, but I'm just downloading from it using the command line tools. I'm installing Kaggle package and using that particular package to download the data and unzip the data and save it in the housing prices prediction. Right. And also we have to select the kernel and we have to select the main kernel, the Python which is existing in the new virtual environment that we have created. Select it and run this. Install whatever is required by the VS Code. Let's see. It downloaded and extracted. It downloaded the zip file and the next command extracted it and saved the folder here. So we have description regarding the data. We have training data in CSV format, testing data with. We'll use all of this information in the later videos. In the next video, we'll try to learn about the nuts and bolts of multiple linear regression models from the ISLP textbook. I'll show you all the notes regarding that and I'll explain you everything in detail. And see you in the next one. Thank you.